With all of us aiming at a healthier and fitter lifestyle today, food has become the most important topic of discussion. Bollywood is not far behind. We all know that our top Bollywood actors have to maintain their physique and maintain their food habits also, and sometimes not cheat at all. But do they eat bland, boring food? Or is their food also healthy but very tasty? Today I have somebody who actually prepares the diet chart for several top Bollywood actors. And today he's going to show us what all goes behind making the diet and making a body of an actor. Let's find out. So everybody who's watching this is Siddhant Bhargava. He is basically somebody who plans the diets for several top Bollywood actors. जिनको भी ये जानना है कि अरे आपके favorite actors क्या खाते हैं और कितना खाते हैं. He is the man.
Let's go.
What is Sara's favorite? What is Bhumi's favorite?
So, Sara initially didn't like the concept of eating food from outside. Like she's always been somebody जो घर का खाना खाती थी, and that's who she is. Plus, in general, she's not a very big rice roti eater. So we created this one pasta kind of a dish, which is called a zucchini fettuccine. Which is you cut zucchini into strips, make it resemble pasta, and you have a nice cheesy sauce around it, which Sara adores. So that's one thing that we're going to be making.
Chalo, let's get started with this. If you are excited, you have to watch.
Let's call Chef Tanmay in there.
Of course, where is he?
Chef Tanmay.
Hello, how are you? कैसे हो आप? तो आप कितने सालों से यहाँ पे मतलब फूड कुक कर रहे हैं?
एक साल से हूँ.
एक साल से. So what are we making? We are making zucchini fettuccine. So since when are you preparing food for Sara?
So Sara, I think I met her about, it was just before Kedarnath. So it must have been around 2.5 years only. Like Food Darzi had started, and through somebody comments, Sara and I had met, and then eventually we became friends, and then the food started. Then of course we started training together for a long period of time, and now of course we're good with each other. She trusts me with her nutrition absolutely, and I know what she likes.
What are the things that she likes eating, you know, which people might think that oh ये तो वो खाती नहीं होगी, but you know that she eats and she loves it.
We all know, like we've seen Sara's interviews and we know how intelligent she is, and she's equally funny. So she loves her pizzas and her burgers and her besan ka laddu and chole and puri. She loves all of it. Like she's a major foodie, which is why look at this dish. It's a very cheesy dish and it appeals to her. So it's my job to make sure that while it's appealing to her, it's still very healthy. It's still within her diet, but she loves cheese, which is why we picked this dish out. So she loves cheese. What she doesn't like is too much rice roti in general. Like, you know, she's from a family of Nawabs. She's grown up eating a lot of good, rich, non-vegetarian food, and that's what she does. So this falls right in her genre, which is nice, it's rich, it's got a lot of texture, and she loves it.
So chalo, let's begin. Chef Tanmay, show us how you're going to make it, so that even we can learn. So Chef Tanmay, so what are you making now? So you're making the zucchini fettuccine. Okay. तो क्या जाता है इसमें?
इसमें पहले मैं सॉस बनाया, उसमें बटर जाएगा, उसमें गार्लिक सौते करके बाद में टोमेटो प्यूरी ऐड करूँगा.
ओके ठीक है, चलिए करते हैं.
So see, that's the point. It starts with the measurements. Now if you look at Chef Tanmay, he's kept the bowl of butter on that weighing scale because based on the recipe for Sara, it has to be a certain amount of butter. It can't just be unlimited butter to make it tasty. So he'll start sauteing the garlic in this butter eventually to make the sauce. So we've cut up the ingredients for you guys obviously in advance so that it's easier.
So usually how much butter is she allowed?
So see, now it's based on the dish. Now we know this is a cheesy dish, so I don't want to be putting too much butter in there because it's just going to increase the fat content of that dish. So this was about 7.5 grams of butter, which is like half a tablespoon of butter for the entire dish, which is quite good. So
So Siddharth, tell me something, like when they shoot for different films, they have to sometimes gain weight, lose weight. So do you change the diets accordingly?
Yes. So of course the director's brief is what is most important. He always tells them that you have to look a little more fuller or tighter or skinnier or muscular. So based on that, I will plan their entire diet. And I will explain it to them that this is exactly how it should be. I give them a time frame based on your body, because see, I've been with them for so long that I know how fast their body responds. Sometimes they're not too happy with it also because they want it quicker, but you have to make them understand that nahi, isi time frame mein hone wala hai. Once you're done with that, I start making the diet, giving them the food out, and I start interfering in their exercise routine as well because it has to complement. Both of them have to be in sync. So then, धीरे you move towards it. You tell them कि ऐसे करो, ऐसे करो, ऐसे करो, and eventually it all works out.
So ऐसा हुआ है कि मतलब सारा को particular कुछ एक body type चाहिए था, and you know currently which you're planning like a diet that she's
I'll
in?
give you an example. So if she was shooting for Akhmari, for Simba, now you look at the kind of clothes that she's wearing, you look at how the dance is constructed. She had to look extremely lean for it.
Yeah.
And looking that lean 365 days of the year is not possible, which everybody should understand that none of our favorite actors remain that lean 365 days of the year. So maybe about 2 or 3 weeks before that, the diet really kicked in, where I was controlling every single thing that she was putting inside her mouth all the time, and you got the result. You saw it on screen where she's looking fabulous.
So what are the things that you barred her from having, and what are the things you replaced it with?
Okay, so one thing that I barred her from having was any kind of processed food, because it raises your insulin levels, which prevents you from losing fat, in short. So I barred her from having any kind of processed foods. Another thing, a couple of days before the shoot, I did cut down on her carbohydrate intake. So no rotis, no rice, nothing which has sugar or carbohydrates in any form, because I needed all the water from her body to exit her body. Like, you know, she has to be ripped. So that was about 3 or 4 days before. And of course, eat a lot of more protein, a lot of more healthy fat, and keep the carbs low, because see, Sara anyways, she doesn't like carbs in general. Like, of course, if she's eating pizza, then of course she likes those carbs.
And
but
burgers.
in general, she's not a carb person at all. So it's very easy working with her, because I don't have to do that much. I tell her, Sara, this is what we have to do, and she understands it. She's so smart as a person, no?
Yeah.
So समझ आ जाती है उसको फिर.
So you've put the tomato puree.
Yeah, so what we had done is we had made the puree from before. I had calculated. So Sara, for example, in this recipe, she's going to be eating about 77 to 85 grams of tomatoes.
Okay.
So uska puree nikal ke we had kept on the side, which is put inside. So all of these ingredients that you see, except for the chicken and the zucchini, everything is as per measurement. The things that aren't as per measurement, we'll be measuring on this weighing scale, putting it. So we're actually recreating Sara's zucchini fettuccine. Like, it's exactly what I'd sent her.
So how often does she order for this? Like, how often do you put it in a diet?
I think, so it's not always a zucchini fettuccine, but she likes cheesy dishes. So at least once in 2 days or something like that, I'll try and include something cheesy in her diet, but not every day, because it is a high fat dish, so I have to balance it out with the other dishes also. So I think once in 2-3 days ho jata hai.
You know, a lot of people, I'm sure that they're interested in knowing what their favorite actors eat on a daily basis. Can you share or just tell me, like, on an average day when she's not shooting or she doesn't have to really diet, what are the things that she would prefer having for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks?
So with Sara, it's very simple. She's a very simplistic, minimalistic girl when it comes to food. Except if she's gone to a place where she wants to gorge, uske alawa she's very minimalistic. So she'll wake up, she'll have her egg white omelets, or she'll have a scramble or a bhurji. Post that, she'll have a lunch which will be a lot of sabzi. Sara loves sabzi, so it's going to be bhindi. Bhindi is her favorite, by the way. She's going to have bhindi and palak, maybe half a roti or something like that, because she's not a carb person in general. She'll have a good quantity of chicken because she loves her meat, like she really loves it. So that'll be her lunch. Now in the evening, based on what she's going to be, like if we're really going to be weight training with her, then I'll probably tell her to have like half a banana before she comes into weight train. Otherwise, she'll have a few berries, a few nuts, maybe some yogurt. She loves yogurt and berries. That combo really works for her. And dinner is very similar to lunch. So that's her usual day. It's very basic. It's exactly what we eat. It's only when she really has to cut up for something, that's when it gets to.
But she doesn't love desserts?
She does. She loves desserts. She's not very fond of the Western desserts, as you call it, but gajar ka halwa and besan ka laddu, these are her favorites. So she does love dessert, but you know, she's so smart, she knows when to control. Like on an average day, if she's eaten a besan ka laddu on Monday, the whole week she's not going to eat it. She won't touch it, because she knows she is still Sara Ali Khan at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
we've put in the cheese now.
So we've put 30 grams of the cheese. Like if you can see in there, that negative 30, we put in 30 grams of cheese to sort of come to, like the tomatoes were cooked now. We had partially boiled the tomatoes and made the puree. So the tomatoes cooked, we put the cheese in. Now the cheese will start melting, giving it a really nice thick structure. And post that, we're going to add a little cream to it. Obviously, because I can't put flour. You know, in most restaurants, how do they make a cheese sauce? Maida dal ke. I don't believe in maida. Isliye I'll use pure cheese, but I'll put cream with it to sort of give it the same texture.
Oh, amazing. So it tastes the same, but the ingredients are completely different and healthy.
So we put in some chili flakes, some oregano.
Yeah. Herbs.
And some cream.
And to finish the sauce off now, the cream. So I think the sauce has come together.
Yeah.
The tomatoes are perfectly cooked. The cheese has melted into it. That's 20 grams of cream, by the way, that we're putting into this.
Okay. So everything is like
Every single thing. Like probably the only thing that I wouldn't measure is maybe the chili flakes in it because it doesn't really amount to
Yeah.
any calories.
So the cheese sauce is ready.
The cheese
Yeah.
sauce is ready. So now we're going to toss all the vegetables. Now one thing that I always do for Sara is that I always use avocado oil. So now this is avocado oil. It's it's probably the most healthy oil that you can use, but it doesn't cook well at high temperature. So Indian food can't be made with it. But since this is not Indian,
Yeah.
so it's about 5 grams of avocado oil, not very fatty. You know, she loves everything fresh. Like initially she did have small problems कि मेरा खाना कहीं से बन के आ रहा है because she's always been that person who likes everything fresh. Like this other time we'd gone out and we were ordering salad and you should see the glow on her face when she gets to pick out her own ingredients and make her own salad. It's really nice. ठीक है, शेफ उसमें ट्रांसफर कर देते हैं.
So the tossed tomatoes are ready.
Yes.
As you can see.
And another thing, you know, in this dish, if you ask Tanmay chef, he won't put too much salt in any case because the cheese that we use is so salty in general. It becomes very simple to go overboard then.
Yeah.
So now next we're actually going to move to the main component of the dish, which is the zucchini. So zucchini is Lauki ki behan, which we like to. It's an exotic thing for her. But it's basically Lauki ki behan. So she loves that. It's really crunchy. One thing we won't do is we won't overcook it because otherwise it'll get soggy. So very quickly we'll just fatafat toss that zucchini. So this is about 150 grams of zucchini that we're using.
But zucchini is healthy, right?
Very
Like,
healthy,
you can
very
have a
healthy.
little more of it also. You want, or is it like?
You can have a lot of zucchini because super low calories, barely any, like the carbs are what, 4 or 5 grams of carbs and 100 grams, so it means nothing.
Yeah.
Fibrous, nice and green. It's a great vegetable to have.
Yeah. It cooks also fast.
Yeah. So just lightly toss it, वरना वो एकदम soggy हो जाए. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry right now.
Yeah, and that garlic and herb. It's amazing.
So now lastly, we're going to put the chicken inside.
Yeah.
So this is where the main protein comes from because if you've seen the entire dish, the fat has gone in there, the carbs in the form of zucchini, the fiber has gone in there. This is where the main protein comes from. He's marinating the chicken a little bit with just some basic, a little bit of oil, pepper, salt.
Pepper and salt. How does she like her chicken anyway?
Oh, I think she likes her chicken a little tough. She likes that chewy, nice feeling in her mouth. So a little tough, but she's not that fussy about food, to be honest. So he's cooked the chicken, the sauce is ready, the chicken is ready, the zucchini is ready. So now we'll get the entire dish together and we'll say voila together after it. In goes the zucchini to almost complete this. So now you see when it's coming together, you're actually thinking that this is zucchini pasta. It's like long strips of zucchini with the chicken and that sauce. So here it is. Just look how lovely that looks. Now will you ever be able to just by looking at it tell me that that's not real pasta?
No, actually not.
Precisely. That's the plan. Like her mind should still think that she's eating what she loves, but we can actually control what she's eating.
And make it a healthier option.
Yep.
So how much calories would this bowl have?
Let's just finish this off with my favorite, the cherry tomatoes, giving it that zing. So now if you talk about calories of this bowl, this would be somewhere around 420, 440 calories. Now this is one big major meal for Sara. Like if she's on, say if she's eating about 1450 calories a day, this 450 is one major meal. So this would be her lunch or her dinner. Okay. And now if you look at it, hold it. This is one filling dish.
Yeah, this is.
इससे पेट पूरा का पूरा भर जाएगा. So
does she love large portions or
yes,
smaller portions?
She's a large eater and I love that about her because when you're a small eater, to lose weight further, you have to become an even smaller eater, which I don't think is possible. But when you're a large eater and you're that fit, to lose weight, it's very simple. So, yeah.